Alright guys, welcome back to Gilligan Phantom. We were turning this big school bus into a tiny house. I've got some more projects to do before we hit the road. This project is going to be about the dashboard. I did not want to have to do this, but my dash is decrepit and falling apart. Let me show it to you. This is what we're working with here. I didn't do this. This just happened over time. UV rays from 30 years just destroyed this. I gotta just tear all this up. There's just no way around it. Okay, so I had this dash all chewed up, and my goal here is to cover that, secure the gauges and things that I need. Really just do minimal disturbing of the wiring because currently it works, and I don't need it to be perfect. I just need it to be hidden and working. So I don't want to like take everything apart. I guarantee I'll mess something up. It'll take me a lot of time to fix it. So I gotta do some thinking, figure out what I'm gonna do to cover this, I'm formulating a plan. Stand by. So I'm thinking if I redo this and have that top piece come all the way to there and have that bottom piece go all the way to about where that wire is and then triangle up to the top, it would look pretty good. I think I'm just gonna go for it with reckless abandon. I've really changed as a builder. Yeah, I've gone from being meticulous to being like just going with your gut, and if it doesn't work out perfectly, find ways to hide the imperfections. Alright guys, check this out. I'm ready to start drilling some holes in this thing to fit some of my switches. This is fun. I'm actually making some progress. So this is what we've built. Everything that I have and need is laid out here. It's still really messy. I would love to have the time to delete some of the things that we don't need down here. I just don't really have that in me right now. Problem that I had though, I was not getting any power to anything. In fact, my battery's on right now, the key is on, but look, if I wanted to turn on my fan, doesn't work. If I want to turn on my lights, you'll hear the solenoid click. That works. Up here, we have 3 solenoids. I had to call my friend Charlie Kearns at Look at That Bus to figure any of this out, but he helped me over the phone, which is super nice. Now these are 3 solenoids. This one does the interior lights, this one does the exterior lights, and this one is the ignition. And a solenoid, something like that, is sort of like a remote switch. You can hear these 2 click over, but not this one. What that means is that power is not getting from the solenoid to the ignition somewhere along the line. To prove that, Charles helped me figure out that I can make this little jumper, and this is a little sketchy to do one-handed, but I'm doing it anyway. If you jump from the battery power to the solenoid power, you can see that everything powers up because I have all these things running. What that made me realize, because I kind of tried to chase the lines and there's really no problems, was that in messing with this switch, I have disabled it in some way. I've decided to just buy a really cheap new switch. Hopefully that will solve this problem. Here's my switch. Super basic, cheap $10 switch. We're gonna wire the 3 wires into the back of this and try it out. Given that this switch came with no directions and no real indicators as to what cable goes where, I really just guessed. I can tell you that I got something right because when I turn the ignition, the engine both turns over and I also get electrical connections to everything. But in the neutral position, I should still get the electrical power. So I'm gonna switch these 2 and hopefully that's it. Okay, so I swapped these 2. Now let's see what happens. That's really good news. Perfect, that's exactly what I need this switch to do. So everything's relatively secured. It's a nasty jumble, but at least things are off the floor. And then here's what it looks like with the cover. We've got a USB outlet right here. That's daisy chained to another one here, a 12-volt outlet for anything I might need in the future, like a GPS. I've got my cable that goes to my backup camera. That's gonna get mounted a little bit differently. I've got all these switches going. Transmission, air brake. This will be armrest. And this will probably be where I put a drink. So there you have it. Dashboard redo. Didn't overthink it. I just did whatever came to mind. And I'm happy with it. Maybe you've been cleaning all day, huh?
Yeah. I think that was the last big clean before the trip.
Nice.
I know. I'm so excited.
Wow, look at this. Nobi, your room is so cozy. Oh, windows are really clean. Eating an orange. Alright, so we have been continuing with the dash rehab. Let me show you what we're doing. We have these covers off. Val has been sanding them and she's about to spray paint them. So I've been cleaning up over here, and we're actually thinking about putting a piece of wood, like a shelf right here. So I think I'm gonna go knock that out real quick. It's pretty dingy in here. I took out about 30 years worth of lint from underneath this heater.
You're wearing your boots. I'm wearing nothing on my feet.
This is a big moment for me. I'm about to put this seat that I took out of the bus 2.5 years ago back in preparation for getting this bus back on the road. Let's get this seat in here.
No, but do you hear Daddy over there?
You see that?
No, I don't see anything yet.
It's not long enough?
No.
Oh no.
Daddy, I know you're not listening, but we are not listening to you. Now you got a Band-Aid. Willy, willy, billy, willy, silly cola.
Alright, so we got the seat in there. It's actually a little bit crooked, but I think it was always crooked, so. Hold on, I think we need a little bit of a jump from a battery, my nomies.
Tiger-tastic. 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 Tiger-tastic.
Tiger-tastic.
Tiger-tastic.
Okay guys, so I got the seat in, I got the bus running up to temperature, I have no significant air leaks. At the moment I have something very important. I have got some new lights. Okay, made by Z Off-Road. Whoa! Damn. Cool. Alright, I want to talk to you guys about these headlights. I did some research about the three options. There's halogen, there's HID, and there's LED. For my purposes and for my budget, I decided that the LED was best for us. I'm not going to go into the science of it, but I'm going to link a video below that I found to be interesting. I bought 4 of these on Amazon for $160, link is below, and the way they work is they replace the H4656 and the H4651, which are really standard 80s and 90s budget headlights, and they look like this. The two next to each other, sometimes just one in a box. You can get really cheap halogen lights, like you can get the ones I'm taking out for probably $10 if you just need lights. But if you want to like have a lot of light, which we do, because when I was driving home from California with Andrew, rest in peace Andrew, miss you buddy, wish you were here, we could not see anything at night. Nothing. And I don't know if that has to do with anything about these bulbs. Maybe it would be better if we just bought new bulbs, but we want the most light we possibly can get out of these guys. Anyway, this is what we bought. The way they work is that when high beam is off, which is right now, this guy runs alone, and this thing down here is not illuminated. And then once you flick the high beams on, so I just switched on the high beams, and now you can see that all four, there's 4 lights in each of these, all 4 are illuminated in each light. But over here, we just have this high beam right here, and this guy's off for some reason. Hey, watch this.
Again. Again.
Okay, you guys ready to get blasted by light? Here we go. Whoa, holy crap, they are so bright. I hope they're okay. I hope they don't blind drivers, but I'm really, really happy with how crazy bright these are. Super, super excited to have. I swear, like, it used to be like a sad lamp, and now it's like... Alright, so, love these lights. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time. Peace.
We have to clean up.
Okay, we have to clean up.
And we have to change the pillows. And we have to clean up the pillows. I'm like a kitty cat. When my face is done,